All right, what's going on, Facebook? What is happening? I hope you're doing well. Listen, I wanted to be able to just chat for a little while with you guys here. I was just listening to some music and it got me to thinking. And anytime I get to thinking, I'm like, man, let me just share real quick what I'm thinking about. So, this is The World According to Chris. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, if you're watching the replay, feel free to share this. Give me a follow. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, all that other jazz. The stuff will be great. All right. So here's the thing. I was listening to one of my favorite songs by Busta Rhymes. Brand new album, Extinction Level Event 2. He's got this song on there with Mary J. Blige. And in this song, it's called You Will Never Find Another Like Me. Matter of fact, let me make sure I get the right words right, because I want you to go find this song, all right? You Will Never Find Another Me, all right? Featuring Mary J. Blige. I'm listening to this song, and if you go to my stories, you'll see kind of my initial thoughts on this, and I was like, you know what? Let me go live real quick. So, in the song is basically saying, look, I am the only me out here, and just by that mere fact, I have confidence in who I am, and when I'm gone, that's it. There is no other version, right? You don't get a do-over. As I'm listening to this song, I'm realizing some things. So let me give you just kind of what hit me, right? And if you got a question or a comment, put it in the chat. We'll talk about it. But here's the thing that I started thinking about as I'm listening to this song. I realized, like, okay, over time, like in our children, I want you to think about this. Think about this progression of the way we do things. Our kids end up, and let me get the mood right first. Let me change up my room real quick with some other colors in here, and we're gonna get this conversation going, man. One of the things that I realized really quickly is that we literally live our lives, especially with our kids, right? We get our kids and we literally talk about, them being them best selves, right? We want them to, we want them to live all of what they would like. I'm trying to find me a nice little setup. Here we go. We want them to live the type of lifestyle and have the confidence in themselves, right? They do something small and we go crazy over it. Good job, baby. You did wonderful. You look great. We do all of that. Why? Because what we're trying to do ultimately is build up their self-confidence. That's what we want, right? We want their self-confidence and their self-esteem to be really, really high. What's interesting, though, is we also, in turn, and we're the adults, so we can see it, we beat that same self-confidence and high esteem out of the child. The older that they get and become closer to an adult, we let kids know, oh, you shouldn't think that highly of yourself. You shouldn't be this way. You shouldn't. We tell them everything that they shouldn't, and then they end up like us. Defeated, self-defeated, never believing in ourselves, and tamping down every opportunity to have some confidence. So I'm listening to this song, and I'm hearing the opposite. I'm hearing nothing but confidence coming from Busta Rhymes and Mary J. I'm hearing. Let me read you this line. I just want to read you this line. Let me again. I'm just sharing. Feels like you tatted my name in pencil. Why? I was not good enough for the ink. You think I'm easily replaceable. Trust me, you'll never find another me. I think I like that line because what blows me away, this is what blows me away. What blows me away is we literally, we live our lives to diminish who we are. And we don't want to ever, and this is just me, and I'm just sharing with you guys. I'm telling you where things kind of live for me. It is a deep line, Neil. It is. What we do is we're adults and we're out here trying to do this life. We're trying to do it the best we can. But yet at every turn where there might be a potential to have some hope in ourselves, that we dismiss it. And I don't think that's right. Listen, let me give you a revelation that hit me. And again, you can check my stories, kind of where this whole conversation came from, because it just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. You are going to be the first person in your immediate family. I ain't talking about hundreds and ancestors years ago. I'm talking about right now. You are the first person in your family that gets to tell people, if you are here to make it through this pandemic, I lived through a global pandemic. You did that. You figured out as the mama and as the daddy what I'm going to do with these kids in a global pandemic when they can't go to school. You figured that out. You figured out what you were going to do to make ends meet when it came to low funds, layoffs, and everything else. You did that. You figured out how to make sure to deal with these tough decisions. Do I let my family come over, or do we say no? Do I get with my family for this wedding? Do I say no? Do we take this trip? You figured that out. You figured it out. And I'm sorry, but the last time I checked, you are the only you. There is no other. There ain't no there are 7.8 billion uniquely built people by God's grace on this planet today. There ain't one you though, but you. There's not a number 2 of you. There's only one of you. So you, honestly, you a bad mofo. Yep, I said it. You are. And stop like dismissing that about yourself. You are a really great, crazy, awesome, should be achieving everything I wake up and look at my eyes to see type person. That is you. Stop diminishing who you are to make everybody else feel comfortable. Forget not having confidence. Think about the alternative. Let's just play this out. What's the alternative to not having confidence in myself and not having high self-esteem? Depression, suicide, mental fatigue, never believing in myself. And you literally want to spend the rest of your life never achieving because despair and doubt and worry and fear are so much better bed friends than hope, success, love, confidence, self-esteem. Listen, at this point, I don't care if people think, oh, he's arrogant, he's overconfident. What, you'd rather me be depressed? You'd rather me walk around like, woe is me? You'd rather me think I can't make it? Stop doing that to yourself. You're making it. You're in the middle of a global pandemic and you're figuring it out. You're great. Yeah, I said it. You are great. If you're watching this video, you're great. I'm talking about you. You watching right now. You are great. You're figuring it out. Why act like that's not a thing that's happening in your life? Stop looking at everybody else. You're the one who's figuring it out right now. You're the one who's figured out how to make it work. Don't confuse making it work with being perfect. That's not what I'm saying, because they could be totally different things. But you're figuring out based on what you know and the information that you have available to you today. And for that, my friend, there ain't never going to be another you. And that should be celebrated. And you should walk around with your head high. You should be shouting to the top of the hills that there's never going to be another me. You should be saying that about yourself every day. Do you understand there is no other version of you but you? That's it. There is none. By that sheer note, understanding alone, you are one bad mofo. Yes, you are. You are awesome. You are special. Stop. Look, that doesn't mean we dismiss reality. I'm not telling you to dismiss reality. What I am saying is you have bounce back. You have the ability to fall flat on your face in front of people and get back up. You know, I have confidence of myself on the other side of all the crap that I've been through, the things that I've had to deal with mentally, and where not because of what's happening. I have confidence in I've fallen flat on my face. And do you know I got up? So I'm a bad person. Neil said people worry about hurting other people's feelings. Yep. About hurting other people's feelings. But you know what's crazy is, here we go. People worry about hurting other people's feelings. but being hurting themselves. That's right. Be proud of yourself with no apologies. Neil, you right, man. With no apologies. Listen, it ain't about being perfect. It's just a simple acknowledgement within yourself. God made me unique. I'm here right now, which means there must be for some doggone reason. And if I got a reason to get up this morning, then I'm enough. I'm important. Let's go get it today. That is what's important. In the word, it says, I will be a lamp unto your feet to light the path, right? What it didn't say is I'm going to show you the whole path. It didn't say I'm going to give you all of the future. I'm going to show you everything. What he said was, I'm a light unto your feet. So that means wherever I am right now, you good. You good. You good. You good. Are you aware that you might need to change some things to be better? Sure, that's life. That's why you have light, so you can see all obstacles. But what my point is that I want you to understand there's never going to be another you. And for that reason alone, you a bad mofo. You something else. You special. You are off the freaking chain. Like out of all of the opportunities for you to be not here right now, in the middle of, I'm going to keep saying this, in the middle of a global pandemic, you are still here. Some of you who are watching this video have had personal bouts with COVID-19 and you survived. Do you understand how great you are? Stop giving your children more self-confidence and self-esteem than you're willing to give yourself. Ladies, you birthed a human. You deserve all of the self-esteem and self-confidence. I think this kind of hit me today because of just, we're so focused on negative narratives. Ain't no room for anything positive, right? So I just felt like I would cut through the mud, cut through the noise, and just let you're good. You're actually a good person. You're actually surviving. You're doing better than surviving. You're thriving because you're still here. You're still making it happen. Again, please don't hear me in the terms of, oh, my life got to be perfect before. There is no, I got to do this and then I'm good. Nope, that's life. Life is about the constant continuation of striving towards perfection, right? So I'm not going to dwell on the next thing. I'm going to give myself props for being here right now. You should do that. Listen, if you're watching this at work, you got to drive all the way home. Instead of zoning out on some other stuff, man, put on some positive music for yourself and be thankful for you. Be thankful that you're here, right? Be thankful that you got, I hope I'm clearly communicating. There will never be another like me. You should say that to yourself every day. There will never, ever, as my boy Andre 3000 said, forever, ever. Nope, ever. There will never be another like you. Absolutely not. And if you understood how powerful that is, for example, if you've seen the stand-up comedy special by Deon Cole, Cold Hearted, love Deon Cole, he's dope. Saw actually the special that they put on Netflix was actually shot in Charlotte, North Carolina, and my wife and I were there. It was a dope night, and it was a great show. He said something in that special that I thought it was so good. If you always notice about good comedy, there's a thread of truth to it, and that's what makes it funny. He was talking to us in the audience, and he said, "Hey, you ever thought about the fact that, if you looked at your life, how short life is, you've been looking at it it's really based on the seasons." He's like, "Look, if you in your 40s, you only got 30 summers left. 30 summers. That's it, right? Time is short, right? Time is short. I've been living 37 summers, all right? Time is short. Why would you spend another ounce of your life living less than when you're the one here right now? You know how many people are dying a day behind COVID and other diseases and other natural disasters and everything else, yet you're still here and you want to live defeated? You want to have a bunch of self-talk and self-doubt? Stop giving your kids confidence and self-esteem and all those other attributes that you love to put on them, but you won't give them to yourself. Nope, not gonna do it. You're a great person. I just want you to know that. So when you get off of work today, get in that car, or when you shut down your laptop today at home, put that laptop down and take a moment to just be happy about you. Dance around the house, smile at your kids, but just understand you are a very unique person who is here right now because there will never be another like me. Ever. You need to say that to yourself. You need to have that confidence, that confidence. Again, we give it to our kids. Oh, we willing to say all kind of stuff about our kids and how pretty they look and how handsome he is and he can do anything in the world. But yet we're adults. We don't even believe that for ourselves. We're not even trying, because here's what I've learned about having self-confidence in myself, or having some self-esteem about who I am, and believing in my skill set, believing in the assets that God has dropped in me, and believing that they can be of value to other people. If I have self-confidence, if I have high self-esteem personally, I'm actually putting hope in my world. And so many things have let me down that I don't want to be hopeful anymore. I don't want to believe something can happen. So what do? I said this to y'all before. We dismiss anything that will give us any shred of confidence and hope that something can be different in my life. Because in truth or reality, I don't want to get my hopes up to let myself down. So I won't even do it at any cost. I will punch against any potential opportunities to have some positive belief in myself. Y'all, it's a dangerous game. It's a very dangerous game. You know what else? You know what enlightened me to this conversation for myself to get better about this was a book. All right. I told y'all before, this book, Outwitting the Devil. Go to my Amazon Live page. You see, I did a big conversation. Matter of fact, I'm going to post that. I'm going to post that video today. I'll post this video about a section in this book, Outwitting the Devil, Napoleon Hill, Hypnotic Rhythm. I'm going to post that video today for you. You can go to my YouTube channel. It's there too. But I'm going to post that video today for you. Because it's amazing how we beat literally ourselves down to a point that we don't even hope for anything anymore. It is what it is. No, it is what you make it. It's not is what it is, because that means that I'm assuming nothing will change. So it just is what it is. No, it is whatever I make it. I can have a house of peace, or I can allow chaos. Your choice, but you're choosing every day. I can be a great man who his wife loves, or I can be the distrusting husband that she can't wait to get rid of. My choice, but I'm choosing every day. Okay? I can choose take care of this weight on my body and get my cholesterol down and get off these prescription medications, or keep eating the way I am, not doing any work, and suffer the consequences. But I'm choosing every single day. I just want us to think about that. Just think about it. We're choosing every day. So why not choose you? Why not choose yourself? It's not about selfishness. It's not about, oh, you think you all that. No, yeah, actually, I do think I'm all that. I have a Bible that told me so. How about that? I have a Bible that told me so. When I read the way God talks about me as his child, I should have some confidence about myself. I should have some confidence about the fact that, you know what? I might fall flat on my face, failing forward, but at least I'm progressing. I might screw up this whole idea or something that I'm trying to do, but at least I learned something. Guess what? Here's the other part. What's funny is we always talk about what we might fail at. You ever thought about how many wins you got? You're winning in life. If wins were like a scoreboard, you're winning in life. You know how I know? And it's far beyond the losses. You don't count the things that are actually important. Is your heart beating right now? What if the scoreboard was run up based on how many heartbeats your heart has had all of your life? You're winning large. Are you breathing right now? Got a job? Able to take care of your kids? Are you here right now? Do you have the income ability to be able to pay for a very expensive phone that you're using right now to watch this live stream? Are you surviving through this global pandemic? If you were honest about the little things that really matter the most, if it was like watching a basketball game and it was a score to your wins and losses in life, your wins are like 3 trillion to maybe 45 losses that you've had, right? You're like 3 trillion to 45, but you so focused on the 45, you forgetting, look how much I'm winning though. I'm winning. You're winning. There will never be another like you. Ever. Ever. And I don't want you or I to go into 2021 with this defeated mentality anymore. We give our kid, man, we say some of the most wildest things in the moment to our kids just so they have an ounce of confidence in themselves. But we don't even believe them same words for ourselves. I don't want us to live like that. I'd rather us think about how we can take this life that we're living right now and live an exceptional life because I'm changing my mindset about who I am and what I have in my hands right now. That's all. I want us to really be mindful that, you know what? I can do this. In fact, wherever I find myself right now, I have the ability to make a pivot and go left on everything, all of my habits, my hangups, my issues, my perfections, my whatever. I can do that. You can do that. So guess what? There will never be another like me. That is something you should say to yourself every single day. That's all I got, man. That's it. That's all I got. That's it. So I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna say thank you to those of you who've watched. If you're watching the replay, please, if you want to share this, use the hashtag TWAC. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me right here on Facebook. Give me a follow. Go to my Instagram page. I'm always posting stuff there. Check out my stories. Got lots of motivational stuff, different things. But man, listen, man, you got this. It's okay. But the only way you're going to know it's okay is you got to start talking to yourself with a little bit more oomph than you do everybody else. You're too busy giving everything of you to every person but you. All right? You gotta start looking in the mirror. Listen, I like when I scroll through my timeline and I see a bunch of people on Facebook, on Instagram, who got confidence in themselves. You know why? Again, what's the alternative? You want me to be despondent? You want me to be down on myself and suicidal and work and what do you want, right? Like, so I love it when I see people out here. DJ 300, Mr. Wilson, what's happening, man? I ain't talked to you in a while. We need to catch up. I love it when I see people with their confidence, their own version of confidence, right? I love that because that's what's needed. Cut through the noise in your life, man. Have a conversation with yourself and be all right with you. Because there will never, listen, for the rest of the day, just talk to yourself every now and then and say, there will never be another like me. Just tell yourself that. Again, it's important. It's really important. And it matters because of the type of experience you're having right now in your life. You want to change the experiences you're having? you probably should start saying and affirming yourself more than you do other people. And guess what? If other people don't like the you that is on the positive end of things, to be honest with you, they can kick rocks. Because all of that negativity and conversation and internal negativity and conversation is not helping you at all. You're a living, breathing human who is here today. There will never be another like me. You should say that more often. Thank y'all so much for watching. This is The World According to Chris. Thought I'd give you a little motivation on your Thursday. I'll see you in the next video.